Did you give Typhoon Stride any chance? In last week's run, he was basically just running into a few dead ends after that really slow opening section of the race, but that was impressive.
Yeah, he actually won a good race last week. Bretters just ran upside down, they walked and then just dashed home really quick, and he ended up full fence and actually ran him really good. That's his first run for a fair while, and he'd been up to Brisbane and hadn't gone very good, and so it took us a wee while to get him back on track, and no, you know, not thinking I could win, but I thought he'd go a cheeky race.
Isn't this name so apt, Tough Tilly? It just is everything about her.
It is, and you know, she's exactly like Tilly Wilkes, just such a little warrior, and she's just the coolest horse to drive, and I just love everything about her, and yeah, she's just, I'm really lucky to get on her.
We know that she's got a great deal of strength and stamina, but tonight we saw, I think, a different side of her, a 53.9 last half. She's done that outside of the leader. This is an early season 3-year-old filly. Add that to her strength, and she's basically got everything she needs.
Yeah, she's got speed too. You know, the first start she had in a race, they ran home in 26.8, and she just sat outside them and did it easy at Ballarat. So she's just got it all, and what a great ride to be on with the EB Foundation and the Judd family and Tilly Wilkes and her family, and it just keeps getting better.
You got the, I guess, run that Keema wanted, and I'm assuming it was a run that you were looking for as well, and he's come through and got the chocolates. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, Britt. It all worked out pretty much as, you know, it looked on paper, and good thing was he relaxed really well. Last time he was behind the leader, he half sort of choked down, so it was good that he relaxed and he had a good sprint up the straight.
These 1,200 metre races, they're for some and not for others, but for a horse like him, it's a great amount of money on offer for these kinds of horses tonight, and it was a competitive series right throughout and a super competitive final as well.
Yeah, that's right. You know, and they've got to be fast and strong at the same time, and you know, he had, as you said, he had the draw and things worked out perfectly, but you know, last time he led and won, so he's pretty versatile.
Greg, where did you come from and how did you get there?
Yeah, 3 fence for most of the race. Yeah, obviously the barrier draw wasn't very favourable pre-race, but we ended up getting a great run through, and there's a bit of trouble early, and yeah, when 3 fence was available, I didn't hesitate, just took it, and then it's just a matter of finding a gap late, which sort of the heavens sort of opened up around the turn, and we got through and hit the line powerfully.
He's a horse that had a big rap on him when he came from New Zealand, and he's been forced to take on the best of the best with very little real experience, but he must have given you a great feel tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. No, done a super job since coming down from Sydney. It's been a very consistent horse. It's like most of the Anthony Butt and Sonia Smith stable. They're doing a wonderful job with their horses, and yeah, Ants was pretty upbeat about this horse's chances pre-race. But you know, would have been liking to see him have a better draw, of course. But he said, yeah, if the breaks come your way, he'll go very, very good, and he was spot on.
Chris, you were bullish about her chances of holding the lead, and she held them with ease.
Yeah, probably they didn't come out sort of full tilt, but she did, you know, come out well. She could have probably come out, you know, even quicker again if I really needed her to.
You're able to rate that race perfectly, and I don't know what the last half was, but I dare say it was pretty slick. But for her to win first up off a 5-week freshen up, a great training performance by Dean as well.
Yeah, for sure. He's always, you know, had him spot on these big nights, and as you said, 5 weeks, and she just had one really quiet trial at Geelong, I think it was a few weeks ago, but tonight she was spot on.
On paper, it's easy to say after the fact, but that was a big drop back in grade, and he just had things go his way tonight.
Yeah, he finally got a bit of luck. He'd just been so luckless the last few runs, and you know, been going really well, so he just needed a bit of turn of luck, and he was always going to be thereabouts.
Chris was trying to get you moving a little early on, but you just waited and bided your time, probably knowing that you were the only horse that was going to track him into the race, so he had to wait for you, otherwise he was going it alone. And then you just got that breather, and it's vitally important when you can get that breather around the last turn. When you pulled out, you had a bit left.
Yeah, it worked out good. I knew Chris, like me, probably didn't want to be leading up, but so I knew he'd wait. And then once we got that little bit of a breather around the corner, it was perfect, and we were able to just come out again at the top of the straight, and he was good, really good.